gosh, right then people, up the tube and all that. As you can see, we're back out again, hopefully for a blonde. Well, I say hopefully, I mean it's the elusive blonde. We haven't actually had one yet. I mean, they definitely come out down this end of the coast, so hopefully we will see one out. If not, hopefully a few small-eyed, maybe a huss, maybe a couple of congers, but hopefully something. We had a bit of a storm yesterday, so I'll come down again after work. Hopefully we've got the spot, so you know, just going to keep putting baits out. High water tonight is, I think it's like 10 o'clock, so I'll probably fish till about 10, make my way home again, and if we don't get any, we'll come back out again, but hopefully we will. We've got about 5 hours fishing. I've just got the rods out, obviously low water coming in, so yeah, it is what it is. I'm pretty sure Andy come down here the other day. He had a couple out over low water, so you never know, we might be blessed with a fish nice and early, but if not, sit back, take in the scenes. There is a bit of a swell on today, a bit bigger than the other day. You might be able to see the rollers coming in from the distance. You can probably hear it, but yeah, so conditions are good. Tide's still quite big, not as big as the other day, but you know, can't have everything. But it looks like it's going to rain, but it says it's not going to. But this time I did bring my waterproofs, because obviously we got caught out and we had to cut the session short, which I was a bit gutted about, because I'm pretty sure we would have had a fish out. I mean, Andy had one, he lost one, so yeah, here's what it is. Obviously down here on my ones today, got quite a bit of daylight today, so hopefully we might be able to get a few bites on camera, maybe some real screamers hopefully. But if not, as always, if it's the first time watching, thanks for coming in. You know what to do, smash up all them buttons down below, and sorry if I keep looking around, I'm just making sure that I ain't got big swells coming over me back, because I don't want to get caught short and get absolutely drenched, or even worse, you know, hurt myself. Yeah, both rods are out. We've got sand eel squid on one, and we've got sardine squid on the other. So we're going to keep fishing that. If one starts fishing better than the other, we'll switch it round. We've got some up and over rigs from Andy Webb. Obviously, you know, he's making a load up. He is going to drop them soon. So yeah, I mean, I just got in there early. Do you know what I mean? So hopefully we'll see us a few fish out today. I will go through the bit of baiting up and that afterwards for the people that haven't been watching. But yeah, for the people that don't go out fishing even, you know, just so they can show you how to do it. And I'll run through the rig as well. I might switch to pulleys, because there is quite a bit of a sea on. I'm not sure whether the up and over is going to stay to the bottom. Unless, I mean, I could put some bigger baits on, but then I wouldn't get as much distance with the casting. So with any luck, we'll see a few fish. Right, anyway, I'm going to get to it, fish hard, and hopefully we'll get some rewards in a bit. Right guys, hopefully you can hear me over the swell, but just had a couple of knocks on the left hand rod, so I'm not sure if, yeah, you should be able to see from there. So if it rockets off, you'll be able to see it. But yeah, baits today, we've got mackerel, squid, what else have we got? Mackerel, squid, sardine, capelin, whatever it's called. We've also got a few mackerel, a few joeys as well. Obviously all from Wriggler's Baits, guys. Only fins 15 gets you 15% off any order. There's no limited spend or anything like that. So if you're going to order bait, make sure you pop over to Wriggler's, and hopefully we'll see a fish out in a minute. Might be a bit of weed, I'm not sure, but it's definitely give me a little bit of slack line. So I'm not sure whether it's just had a little inquiry and left it, but maybe drop the bait. But we will see. We will see. On that note as well, guys, obviously I am part of Tidmouth Club. I haven't been doing a lot of club fishing this year. I've weighed a few fish in, not many, but I've managed to get a few specimen fish. So obviously next year, now I'm starting to get a bit better at my angling and stuff like that, I'm going to be hitting it hard. And obviously I'm going to try and weigh some fishing this year as well. But next year I do want to try and do a bit more club fishing, like some of the matches and stuff. So that'll probably be coming on the old YouTube, sort of just to get the clubs out there a little bit, really, because a lot of clubs, you know, they are really good. You can learn a lot from them, you know, especially when you go and fish with the people that have been fishing for a fair few years. It's to better your angling and things like that, especially if you're just starting. It's a perfect thing to do. It's not expensive. So if you're looking to get into a club, I mean, the one I'm at is Teignmouth. I'm sure if you message on the Facebook or pop down, they got a little club up down on the point in Teignmouth, and I'm sure they'll sign you up, and you'll learn a lot along the way. But like I said, at the minute, because my family's so big, I've got like birthdays most weekends, family events, that kind of stuff. So, you know, when I do try and get out fishing the odd day on the weekend, it usually doesn't end up being a club weekend, which is a bit annoying. So most of my fishing is literally, I finish work, come and do a bit of fishing, video a little bit, and then yeah. But hopefully next year, I've told everyone, you know, I'm not going to be able to do every family thing, because I want to try and do some club. I want to try and win some stuff. You know, makes it a bit more fun to do. Obviously they do like specimen weekends and things like that. So, and there are prizes to be had, especially at the end of the year. They have presentations and things. And yeah, I want to win something. Maybe get a little trophy with my name on it or something like that. Obviously they've got the National Flounder competition coming up soon. I believe it's the 10th and the 11th, don't hold me to it. But at the end of this video, I will put the poster up as well, guys. Get involved. You know, it's good fun, there's lots of anglers, everyone's friendly. And hopefully this year we see a lot more flounder. I know it hasn't been great over the last few years, but you know, fishing seems to be picking up a little bit. So hopefully we'll see a few specimens out. And yeah, I'm going to bring this rod in now anyway, give it a little check, because I think it might have pulled my lead out and it's just drifting along. I don't want it to get tangled up with my other rod. So we'll give it a little hit, see if there's anything on there, and if there is, winner. You know what I mean? But yeah, let's have a little feel. If not, it's due a new bait anyway. I'm going to change them every half an hour or so, make the most of the fishing. So let's have a little look see, shall us? Not sure. I think it might have just tripped my lead, but let's have a look. Well guys, as you can see, bait's been absolutely smashed and it's in the middle of the bait, so pretty sure it must have been, it might not have been, but I'm pretty sure Ray's picked it up and dropped it. Hopefully we're a bit more on the ball next time and we'll get one in. But like I said, regulars baits, get it in, and what we'll do is we'll get a bit of bait now and we'll do a bait up on camera. Hey, right then people, so we've got half a sardine there, we've got a party squid there, bosh, put them together. I've actually got, the bait elastic I normally use is Sakuma. I just like it, it's really good, works really well, and to be fair, it's the most elastic they get in the local shop that I go to, good old Trago Mills. But this time I went round, obviously you'll know if that's where you get your stuff from. They need to give me a promotion as well, look, sending all the anglers there. Right, I've got a pair of size 5 circles on, guys. It's quite hard to see the bites when it gets windy here, so you know, 9 times out of 10 when I use a circle, they hook themselves anyway, and usually it's not deep either. It's nice and shallow, either in the lip or just past the mouth, which makes it a lot easier to get out and a lot less stress on the fish. Yeah, that's it really. But yeah, there we go. Right, so I put first circle in the bottom, whip, nay, 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 as you do. I haven't seen anyone else yet, so might be on the rock all our own side. And then obviously just keep the trace line straight as you're whipping, whip, just so it's sort of straight. That's not like really straight, but you know, there you go. Just makes it like go further in the air. Later on I might try some bigger baits when it gets dark, just because I probably won't need as much distance. in the back there with the side bam. There you go, guys. Sardine and squid wrap. Bosh. So hopefully, I mean, if I was a fish, I'd eat it, but saying that, do you know what I mean? I'm a big guy, eat a lot of food, I'd eat anything, mate. But, mate, where did that come from? Right, anyway, I'm a bit buzzing now. I feel like there's definitely a few fish here, so I'm going to get this one out, get another bait on the other rod, and yeah, let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get after it, baby. Right. God, gas. Right, in a bit. And there we go. All down. I have changed this one to a pulley panel. As you all know, they are my favourites. But I mean, I'm going to keep it up and over on the other rig. And I mean, if that one starts getting fish, I'll switch this one back as well. But you know, I might as well try two different things. Got two rods, just makes sense. When one starts working, flip to both. And away we go. Got a nice bit of depth building there now, so hopefully as it gets deeper the ray come more into the bay, and we'll have a few out there. I've got one in the bay and I've got one off the point. I am walking out there, hitting it and walking back, just because there's a few big rollers smashing up over the top and I don't want to get caught short. So right then, well, rods have been out now for another 15 minutes or so. Oh, messing up the camera light in there, but yeah, not another bite yet, but hopefully it won't be long. Tide's starting to pull a bit harder now. The water has definitely got a nice brown twinge to it, and I think a minute ago I was just talking about bait elastic and I didn't even tell you which one I got. I got the Tronex Pro one, which I might use all the time now. Apparently it's a lot better for the fish or something like that. It's made out of a different material, so you know, now they've got that one in stock, I'll probably be using that one all the time. And the spools are quite good as well. They come in like a little pot, like a dispenser. I've took it out of the dispenser just because where I'm fishing at the minute, oh, well apparently because it's not raining or anything like that and it's not going to get mega wet or anything, but apparently if it gets wet a few times or something like that, it starts to go a bit like naff and just starts snapping and stuff. Don't know how true it is, but I'm using, obviously when it's raining or whatever, I'll keep it in the dispenser and use it through that. But I like to get like nitty and gritty, and you know what I mean, probably give it a good hard elastic. But, yeah, so there you go, Tronex Pro. Do you know what I mean? Sponsor me, sign me up. Nah, but yeah, nah, that's what I'm using. I don't know if they're going to get the Specimen one back in again. I do like that one. You get plenty on there as well. Obviously they do light, medium, heavy. I like to use medium everywhere. If I'm going like conger fishing or hussing, I'd probably use the heavier stuff because I'd like to use big cuttlefish baits. Did a lot of that last year. Obviously I've only started the YouTube this year, so obviously winter's coming up now, so I'll start doing a bit of that as well. I know I've been chasing blondes for a little bit, but I feel like I've seen a lot of people catch them. I mean, Andy that I go fishing with every now and again, he's had a few out and I just really want one. Obviously I've caught quite a lot of the other fish, so I want to try and catch something I haven't caught yet. But once I get one, do you know what I mean, we'll start going and do some other stuff. We are going up to Wales soon, which should be fun. I sort of want to get a blonde out here first before I go to Wales, but you know, if we don't, we don't. Hopefully we'll get one over there. A few of the rivers around here are going to start fishing really well for bass and stuff soon as well, so yeah, try and get myself a double this winter. Other than that, guys, the fish aren't feeding. I'm gonna, because I'm starving. I've got a naughty little triple. You got to get a triple chicken, ain't you? I've got a triple chicken and a triple cheese. Obviously we've got the monster as well, the punch monster. So yeah, just gonna kick back, relax. Got a fair few hours fishing left yet, so no one's turned up yet, so I don't know. Maybe there's just no one around. Or they didn't want to come down, because it did say it was going to be like 20 mile an hour winds, but there's nothing. So I'm not sure if there's no signal here, so I'm not sure whether the wind's changed direction or what have you. But hopefully we'll see us a fish. Anyway, I'm going to stop waffling and baffling on. I'm only chatting a lot because there's no one else here. But sometimes it's good when you're fishing on your own, because you can focus more directly on the fishing rather than messing around and missing bites. And, you know, don't get me wrong, I love, you know, going fishing with my friends and that, but when you're on your own, you can really like get into it and try your hardest. And with any luck, we'll get a fish to weigh in today. Right, in a bit. Just had a couple of taps on the right hand rod, so I'm going to sit back and wait a minute. If it's a ray, hopefully it'll pick it up and start running. Or it might have been a bit weak, but with any luck, we'll see our first fish. Hopefully it hasn't just had an inquiry and dropped the bait again. Obviously that last bait was smashed right in the middle, so with any luck, this one turns into a fish. Come on. Well, on that one we've got sand eel and squid wrap. So yeah, hopefully. It's quite a big bait. I did make the next bait a bit bigger, just in case the crabs start coming. But yeah, we'll try and save the battery on the camera because it's quite low, and I don't know how long we're going to be fishing here. So hopefully I'll bring you back with a fish. If not, in about 5 minutes I'm going to reel in and change the bait on that rod anyway, just in case, just to make sure it's nice and fresh. Right, in a bit. Right then guys, obviously let that one settle for 10-15 minutes. Didn't think the fish was there. All of a sudden, bosh, over she went. Woohoo! And there you go, absolute mega small line. I'm guessing this one's maybe around the 7-8 pound mark, but we are going to weigh it now. Oh, absolutely buzzing. This was a nightmare as well. My shock leader snapped, but luckily I already had it on the rocks at the bottom, so I managed to get the hooks out and we've got this fish on the bank. Woohoo! Right, there you go. Zeroed the scales. Oh my god. Oh my god. Woohoo! PB, baby! Would you believe it? The camera died. It went 11 pounds, 5 ounces. It wasn't a sand eel and squid bait. It was a full mackerel bait. But there you go. There's me trying to look pretty. Did manage to get the battery back out. So, yeah. The video carries on in a bit. Hey, boss! Welcome back, people. Well, what can I say? I'm absolutely flying now. I've just got that rod set back up. Just put a bait back out. Oh, let's just adjust it a little bit. There we go. So we're all level, not all watching screens like sideways and that. But yeah, obviously we've still got like 3-4 hours fishing, so I'm absolutely gassed. I mean, if that's the only one we have today, I don't even care. Do you know what I mean? We've been putting in loads of effort, and I didn't even think I was going to get a double. And to get a double small line, I'm absolutely buzzing. Hopefully we get a few more tonight. Obviously I do prefer the nighttime fishing as well. The water's nice and brown, so hopefully, fingers crossed. Keep checking the rod tips because I'm just gas hot. Obviously I can see them there, but yeah, and never know, we might come across that blonde as well to top it off. Wait, that'd be the cherry, wouldn't it? But yeah, that one there was on a mackerel bait. I had a nice Joey mackerel. Bang that one out. Just gonna bring this rod in. It's been out a while. Hopefully it's not stuck. It has been bent over a little bit, and then we'll get a fresh bait on. We'll do a mackerel bait up, and then yeah, we'll bring it back in a bit. Right, people. Well, I figured if it's gonna fish tonight, I don't want to run out of bait, so I have scaled down the circles. So I've got 2 size 3s here, And here I've just got literally the belly of a mackerel. So all I do is I cut the head off, the tail off, cut it straight down the middle, but not like upright, straight through the center. Because I like to use the belly part on one and then the meaty fleshy part on the other. Does it make a difference? I don't know, but obviously because it's quite dirty, this is what I just have my other one on. I think I don't know if they could maybe see the white a bit, but just helps them zone in on it a bit quicker. Completely engulfed that last bait. But yeah, obviously reason for the hook choice is just quite literally because the bait. I don't want to run out of bait, and with this I can use like thinner bits of bait. So that mackerel there was actually quite big, it wasn't quite a joey. I cut down into 3 sections, so that's 3 baits now instead of 2 on the big 5s. Obviously I've got some small sand eels as well, so they'll sit nicer. I can do centre down the sardines and make them into 4 baits, because if it's going to fish like anything, if it's going to fish like it did the other night, I mean we're going to be in for a mega session. And obviously I ended up having to go home because I ran out of bait. So this time we're going to try and prevent that from happening. So I think I've got enough for about 25-30 baits. I know that seems a bit excessive, but when you're using 2 rods, you know, every half an hour, you know, especially if you get a fish and you're changing your bait, it is what it is. So there you go. Bosh! Naughty little, what do they call it? Thumbnail. And then, yeah, so there you go. That's the bait I've been using. Oh, I'm still shaking a little bit, so I'm just going to give myself a little breather, because I don't want to rush, mess up the cast or anything like that. Obviously, I've got the second rod out. Wow, that's just gone down to a slack liner. Really big slack liner. I don't know if it's the tide. Hopefully, we've got another fish here live. Well, not live for you, but you know what I mean. Is there a bit of weight there? Not sure. I don't think so. Got quite a big lead on. If it is, it's tiny. No, I think it's a bit of seaweed. There's me getting all excited. Oh, obviously the swell's quite big, guys, so if I'm picking up any seaweed or anything like that, it's going to drag my lead out and give me a slack liner. Oh, would you believe it? Oh, it's all tangled up. Seaweed's just come off, so look at the bonus. Bait doesn't look too bad. Had a bit of fresh on there. Oh, told you, flapping it a little bit, and I bosh. Right, anyway, guys, I'm going to get these rods out, and hopefully we'll get you plenty more fish in a bit. Right, people, well, I don't know if you can actually see me. I might have to turn this way. Nah, it doesn't really matter. Anyway, obviously it might be quite dark because the old current barn has decided to make an appearance. As you can hear, the swell's still building down there. And there you go. Obviously, Mr. Andy Webb, I sent him a picture. Obviously, I'm in the double club now. So, got us a gift. He knows I love a good Harry boat. So, they're not tank plastics, but they're there. So, hopefully, he's come down and made a special appearance. Here he is.
Big Ray Dog.
The one and only.
Big Ray Dog.
We're on it. We're on it.
He's on it, isn't he?
Finally part of the double club.
On the double club.
So
anyone deserves it, this young man does. The amount of time and effort he's been putting in. And it goes to show anyone can do it. It's just a hours game, and obviously a little bit of that. I mean, he's been messaging me going, conditions are perfect, I'm going down. You know what I mean? So it goes to show. And I was at work earlier on. I got doctors ringing me later on to give me some results, and I should be there instead of being here, but I couldn't leave him on his own because I thought if I caught him off first 11 pounder, I'd be absolutely over the moon. So I bought him a pack of Arabos.
Celebration sweets.
I thought I'd come down and share the moment with him. There's nothing worse than sharing it on your own. But conditions wise are perfect, mate. And
Isn't it?
absolutely
As
perfect.
soon as that tide starts pulling hard.
I think, well, the other day when I was here,
Yeah.
it started fishing at low water, but up.
Low water up.
Yeah. So
Well, to have a couple on the back tides, bonus, isn't it?
it comes to show that plays a big part in it, doesn't
Yeah, 100%.
it? 100%.
And now I know, because just from watching the swells and the wind, I sort of got an idea of like when to come here and when not.
It pays off every time. It's not just here. Obviously, the mark we're at, there's lots of different venues. What we do exactly the same thing, but it's this here is what you want. The rougher the better. It's not really rough.
Well,
What's it like on the
hopefully-
incoming? Because on the back side it will slightly roll off a little bit.
Yeah.
As you get that pressure of it pushing back in, 9 times out of 10 it will roughen up. But it still looks quite. It's got a lump to it, isn't it?
Yeah, it's got a lump. As soon
Even
as it
bigger than
starts
that?
coming and breaking, yeah, it's a lot bigger than that.
Yeah.
I think just because there's such little water there at the minute,
Yeah.
once the water comes back, it'll start pushing over again.
Doubles club.
Hey, let's go get them, boys, in a bit. Gosh, right then, guys. Well, obviously we're well into the night now. Like I was saying, I had that PB earlier. Obviously, we've had a huss out since, a pal, a strap, and I've just had a dogfish as well. I didn't get it back. Just completely forgot to film it, to be fair. There's a few anglers down here. One just had another ray, so hopefully we'll get another ray out tonight. I mean, it's not fished like I thought it would, but obviously there's still a couple of hours left of the tide. Andy has now left us, so we're all on our ones again. And yeah, we're going to stick it out for another couple of hours, and fingers crossed we'll get a few more fish on the bank. We're just going to put a sardine bait out now, and hopefully it does the job in a bit. Gosh, right then, people. Well, there you go, another ray. Not as big as the last one, but they all matter. Absolutely lovely. Obviously, typical, Andy's just got up to the top of the hill and the ray has started biting. We have just had a bit of a downpour, so weatherman's in the bad books again because it wasn't due, but I did bring this because of last time we had to cut it short. But there you go, another one, about 4 or 5 pound maybe. Absolute beauty. Ray fishing, baby. Right, I'm gonna get this one back, get it out, and hopefully we can have a few more, maybe even another PB in a bit. And there you have it, ray number 3, another smaller one, about 4 or 5 pound. Absolutely mental. About an hour away from high water now, so hopefully we'll see a couple more. But there you go, guys. Small Iron Central. Absolutely loving the ray fishing at the minute. It's got to be one of my favourite things to do. So hopefully we'll see another PB out, but if not, these are more than welcome. Right, gonna get this one back now in a bit. Bosh, right then, people. There we go. An absolute lovely mega ray. Bit bigger than the last one. We are gonna get this one on the scales in a minute. But there you go, another absolute peach. It's kicking right off. Rare cast at the minute. The gentleman next to me, he's had a couple as well. Just lost one, but absolute mega. Look at that. I will get you a weight in a minute, but absolute beast. Right, I've got to get that rod back out because it looks like they've turned up to feed in a bit. Oh, that's right, guys. Well, just had it on the scales. Just got it back now. £8.12. I've got to check when I get back, but I'm pretty sure that's another specimen fish. Absolutely buzzing. I've got a slack line as well, so I think there's another fish on. Lad next to me's just had a huss. Just helped him get it up over the bank. I'm pretty sure it's going to go double as well. So it looks like all the fish have turned up at once. And yeah, I've got to go because there's another ray on in a bit. Oh, so there you have it, guys. Another small line. This one's a little bit smaller, I'd say about 4 again, 4 or 5 poundish mark. There's a fair few out there like this. Woohoo! But there is some big ones in between them. Absolutely lovely. Just look at the markings on it. I don't know what I'm saying now, I don't even know if you can see it. Got a big bright light in my eyes. But they sort of like curl up like a teardrop shape. Almost like a magic mushroom. Oh God. Look at that. Absolutely magic. Well, if it carries on like this, I won't be going back for another couple of hours. It's literally a rare cast at the minute. Hopefully, well, I mean, we might even smash a PB again today, but if not, I'm more than happy catching these all night. There you have it. In a bit, guys. Bosh, welcome back, people. Out at it again. I'm sorry about the last couple of clips. A couple of days ago, I am talking up a bit because you're probably going to hear quite a lot of wind today. We're fishing in a southeasterly, so it's going to get a bit naughty. So I'll try my best to do a bit, you know, keep the camera quality quite good and stuff like that, and the sound. But you know, it is what it is. We are back out again. Obviously, the last couple of clips we weren't tripping. The sea salt was coming up over, spraying over, and obviously it must have fogged up the lens, but I couldn't quite see it because obviously the back end light was blinding me. So unfortunately, the quality is not great, but I still did put it on anyway because at the end of the day, we caught a few fish and we had a really good night in the end. Obviously, yeah, we had a lot of trouble, battery dying while I had the fish, all that kind of stuff. So obviously, as soon as I got a little bit of charge, I plugged the power bank in, turned my phone on within a minute or so of that. Managed to get the video of the fish weighed into the club. So we did what we achieved. No, that's not right. We did what we set out to achieve, which was to get a fish to weigh in. But not only that, it was a double and it was a PB, which is absolutely incredible. So, without further ado, I'm going to get these rods set up because it is getting dark fast. And yeah, I'll bring you back for a chat in a bit. Gosh, right guys, you can probably hear the wind now, it's picking up. It's meant to get up to 30 mile an hour tonight, so yeah, it's going to be a bit mad. I've left my big light at home as well because I've been in a bit of a rush. But oh, everything's going to pot here, there we go. You can see me a little bit. But yeah, like I said, both rods are out now, so we're not going to get as far as we want with casting, but we're probably not going to see the bites, but the ratchets are on, so hopefully we'll get ourselves another ray. It's going to be really hard fishing tonight, but it's my night's fishing, so you know I can't get out again for a few days. Probably not till next week. So hopefully we'll see one out tonight. If not, you know we'll enjoy it anyway. It's always nice being down on the rocks when it's nice and rough. Obviously you've got to keep our wits about us with the swells and stuff like that. But yeah, hopefully we're in for a good one. Right. Anyway, I'm going to get some food and that in now, and yeah, settle in for the session in a bit. Gosh, right then guys. Well, obviously you can probably hear it now, it's not very nice. I've turned the camera away so you might be able to see it, but there you go, look. First fish of the evening, this little pout. Give me a couple of little taps. It's quite hard to see with the wind. It's blowing right in the kisser as well. But obviously, yeah, you know, I've got this one. This one is going to go back. Obviously, if it was a bit later into winter and we were after the conger, we would have whacked it on a pair of size 8s and sent it back out in hope for a nice big conger. But yeah, there you go. Fish all the same. So we'll get this one back. We're off the mark. We're not blanking. In a bit. Gosh, and there you have it, guys. Wind's picked up now. It's definitely 30 mile an hour, but it doesn't matter because we're still catching fish. There you go. A lovely little strap eel. So that's one pout and a strap eel now. So fingers crossed the ray do turn up, but if not, there you go. We're still not blanking. We're on the fish. Right, gonna get that rod back out in a bit. Right guys, there you go. Another little strap, maybe a couple of inches bigger. But just goes to show, you know, when the weather's not on your side and you can't fish where you want to fish. Obviously I'd have loved to have gone back down on the mark we were on the other day, but sadly we couldn't because of the southeasterly wind. It's not very safe, not very comfortable. I mean, the wind's still in my face here, but at least we're still getting out. We're getting out a little bit of distance and we're getting into some fish. And at the end of the day, that's what fishing's about. Getting out, making a plan, going out, sticking to it, and hopefully getting into a few fish. At the end of the day, I'm not down here blanking. Even if I was, I'll still be enjoying myself. But yeah, that's 3 fish so far. Still got a few hours left. So there's fingers crossed we'll see us a ray or maybe a nice hush, or even maybe even mummy. Big one of these. But yeah, unfortunately, you know, you can't go fish all the big venues all the time. You know, you need certain conditions, and if it ain't safe, it ain't safe. So here we go. We picked the safer mark. We've had a few fish, and hopefully we'll have a few more in a bit. Right guys. Well, just had this little chap take our hooks. Obviously not a massive conger, but a lot bigger, well about twice the size of the ones we've just had. So they are getting bigger, and yeah, there you go. Oh, just nearly got a fish slap on the dirty little conger. Obviously this one's took the hooks real deep, so I'm going to take 5 minutes, get the pliers out and take the hooks out. It's not that deep, it's circle, so I can see the hooks, but obviously I don't want to get me current sausage fingers in there and have him bite them off. But there you go. Not a bad fish for our efforts, and hopefully we get a bigger one, or maybe even something different. Only going to fish for about another hour. The wind's getting really high now. You can probably hear the sea behind me raging, but well, behind me, in front of me, behind you. But yeah, there you go. Absolutely buzzing. Obviously the effort's paid off, and yeah, let's get another bait out in a bit. Gosh, right people, well we're back in the motor now. Got a bit too windy down there, I couldn't even cast into it. Yeah, so the weatherman was right for once, I should have listened to him. But no, it was still good, we've got a few hours fishing. Obviously you can hear the motors on now, got the old heaters on, starting to warm up. But yeah, winter's definitely coming, it's definitely chilly down there. But yeah, so we've seen a few fish out. No specimens this time, but you know what I mean, there's always next time. So as always, if I don't see you before, see you after, and if not, I'll see you on the bank in a bit.